Well, hello there. Come on in. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. I was just going over your chimney inspection report, but now that you're here, make yourself comfortable. Let's go over it together, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right-hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me.
It was great to see you out at the house today. What a beautiful house and a great location too, by the way. Let's take a look at this Den wood-burning fireplace here. We can see it has a working damper, but you can see the amount of creosote buildup in here. Just as a refresher, creosote is what fuels chimney fires, and it needs to be swept out. We normally see our wood-burning fireplace folks about every 2 years, so about every other year. It should be swept out, re-inspected, make sure there's nothing going on in there that could cause you some harm. Working damper, no problems with that, but you can see the buildup in the flue system, so something that should be swept out. And so this is the Den fireplace. I think we're going to go into the back here. Yep, here we go. Let's take a look at the top of the Den fireplace. We can see it does have a chimney cap up here, keeping the birds, the squirrels, and the rain from coming down. Also has a nice cricket back here. Crickets are code required that allows the water to spread around the chimney, keeping it from backing up underneath the shingles. So that's a big plus. Let's see what else we got. Just a close-up of that. You can see some very, very fine, if you look close, fine cracks in the concrete crown. Both of them have that. Let's take a look at the other one. This one's even harder to see, but next time the chimneys are painted, and of course the house will be painted, the painters should just caulk those, just caulk them. Not leaking now, but you know, in the future, 10, 15 years, whatever, could start leaking on you. We don't want that. Living room fireplace, they've wired the damper. It's got a top ceiling damper on it. What does that look like? Top ceiling damper looks just like this, right? And it's closed tight up there, and that's good. It's keeping the rain, the birds, leaves, and stuff out. But you can't use this fireplace with that closed. Now this came with a handle, and the handle's just laying here on the floor. I don't know what the deal is. It could be reattached, and this could actually be a working damper. With vented gas logs, you want to leave this damper open all the time, 24/7. The reason for that is they produce a lot of carbon monoxide, and if you ever, for any reason, forgot to open that damper and started those logs up, you'd fill your house up with carbon monoxide. So you definitely want to keep the damper open if you're using it. Now, on the other hand, if you're not using it, you want to keep it closed because it seals it up here. It keeps the rain, the birds, and the leaves out. What would have been smart for the original installer of this damper, and this was installed by a chimney sweep, he should have put a cap over top of it. And that way, if you left the damper open, it wouldn't make any difference. Rain and birds and squirrels still couldn't go down there. So that may be something in the future, that time when you have the ladders up or scaffolding up when they're painting, maybe that'd be a time to put a damper in. We could order it for you, or we could even come and install it for you. So anyway, that's something, food for thought. But now the way things are working out, no problem. Everything is working out okay. View that flue system. Remember, this is original to the house, what, 60 years old, something like that. And this is what a 60-year-old chimney looks like. So questions for me, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com.